Hello, what's going on, YouTube fam? This is your boy J-Money here, and I'm bringing you guys a rather interesting topic for today. And I feel like it would help out a lot of people that watch my channel and all this good stuff, especially those who want to send me decks for subscriber decks, which, by the way, send me more deck lists, guys, and all that good stuff so I can keep that segment running. But anyway, when I got going, I was going to do Chaos Dragons and testing because of the Chaos Dragon Leviona, but I figured this would be a good video to do because I have not done World Chalice in a good while, but I'm just using this 60 card going second build of World Chalice as an example of the topic for today, and that is how to test the consistency of your deck. There's quite a few people that already know how to do so. There's quite a few people that already know this little trick that you can do to test the consistency of your deck, but there's a lot of people that don't and all that good stuff. So I'm not, obviously I did not come up with this trick and all this good stuff, since there's probably people watching this that already know. But what I am talking about is just if your deck is meant to go first, then you'll pick up the top 5 cards of your deck, and you're going to continuously do that with your deck over and over and over and over again until you run out of cards in your deck. And then you're going to look at each individual 5 card combination that you had just picked up from the top of your deck and test the consistency, and just look for a dead hand, essentially. Look for dead hands. If you don't see any, then your deck is really consistent and all that good mess. And that's what you want. You want to strive for your deck to be as consistent as possible, but since this deck is meant to go second, I'm going to pick up the top 6 cards every time, and we are going to go from there. So, it's just a little demonstration. I will go ahead and pick up 3, 4. We already won the duel because we got the Brilliant Fusion. And there you go. There's our first 6 cards and all that. So that's a live hand, but like I said, you don't want to just shuffle your deck back in and then draw a new hand. No. You want to do it better. You want to just pick up the next top 5 or 6 cards if you're looking to go second. 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, by the way, there's some new text in here. I did not come up with this. Somebody in the Discord will probably see this. I haven't been in the Discord for probably a couple months now, so if this was thought of, and all that, I'm sorry. This is one of my friends that actually came up to me with this, so I did not come up with this. And I started testing it, and I really love this tech and all this stuff for going second. Not for going first. For going second, though, I love it and all that stuff. And I'll have a replay at the end of the video for you guys to check that out. So in case you guys see it, you'll be like, man, what is that? And I'll explain later. But anyway, we got a Kaiju for going second. We got Brilliant Fusion. We drew Eva. That kind of sucks, but we have Monster Reborn and Brilliant Fusion. Look at that, another Brilliant Fusion. So now we're not going to see Brilliant Fusion for the rest of our hands that we're going to pull out. And look at that, we got Venus anyway. We got Waterfront. We still win. So hand number 4. 2. Look at that, Foolish Peril and Emergency Teleport. We win. 3, 4. 2 Mech Knights, 3 Mech Knights, that and Call by the Grave. Sure, I'll take it. Why not? Sure. All right, now next one, number 6. 1. There you go. Look at that. First tech, Goki Pole, and I'll explain what that does in the next segment. There's Killer Needle. There's 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at that. We still win. Now this is half of our deck already. Now we're going to go and pick up the next half. Look at that. Goki Pole again. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we got Undyne. So we basically just won for no reason. We got the Ruperticus. We have a Nightfall. And we have a Yellow Star. Like, we won. Again, we're going second. We're not trying to go first. 2, 3, 4, we just won. 5, 6. Look at that. So now we reveal our first evenly. Look at that. We're in there, boys. 1, 2. Look at that. We still win. 4, 5, 6. Alright, cool. Now 1, 2, there's Nightfall. Alright. 3, Goki Pull. Alright. 4, Kaiju. 5, Shine Ball. 6. Alright, now this one is probably the most deadest hand of all the hands we have so far. However, it's still really freaking playable because we have a Kaiju, we have Nightfall, and we're gonna put a lot of pressure on our opponents and all that goodness. Not only that, but we have Goki Pull just sitting in our hand and all that stuff. And I'll go ahead and explain why having this isn't bad either when it gets to the replay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we just won. I was like, even if it was just these 5, we have Waterfront, we have Unexpected Die, and we have a Guard Dragon in hand, so we're going to summon Gamma Seal no matter what, if we are going first. So literally every single hand I just showed you is really playable. The deadest hand out of all of it is this one, and it's not even dead. It's really, really playable because, again, we're going second. We have a Kaiju to break our opponent's monsters. We got the Nightfall to put pressure on our opponent to eat up our opponent's interruptions, and then we can go off with our main strategy and all that goodness. And look at this, we got Undying and a Venus in this hand with a Lee. We have an evenly matched to break the board. We have an evenly matched here, plus a Vanilla, a World Legacy, and M-Duck will special this. We have Called by the Grave to stop the hand traps, and we have Christia. Look, this, we're still winning. We have Undying, we have 2 Mech Knights, and we have Ash Blossom to disrupt our opponent. We have a Mech Knight, we have an Ash Blossom, we have a Goki Pull, and a World Legacy, and a Vanilla, and a World Chalice, so we're still going to win. We definitely won with this hand. We got 3 Mech Knights, E-Telly, Foolish Barrel, and Call by the Grave. Like, there's no way we're losing. Here, obviously, Brilliant Fusion Venus, and you have Waterfront, you win. Night, or Blue Sky, you win. Kaiju, Undying, Eva, Brilliant Fusion, you win. Brilliant Fusion, you win. Lee, Monster Reborn 2.0, Kaiju. Look. This is what you do. This is how you test the consistency of your deck. You don't just, and if you want to take it a step further, you can, try to test out, let's say your deck, you want to go first with your deck, but you want to test its ability to go second. You can play this out in copies of 6 cards and see, hey, what ways can I outplay my opponent's interruptions? What ways can I out my opponent's stuff? And everything else like that. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this. Now, with that, now that this is out of the way, let's go ahead and go on to the replay. Alright guys, so here we go on with the replay, but just before I do that, I just want to go ahead and just reveal this to you, and just the one down below, just to make sure, just to show you guys that, hey, I'm not cherry picking and all this stuff. I was just playing some Danger, Phantom Knight, Burning Abyss there, so don't go thinking I'm just doing all this boasting and my deck sucks. No, we don't lose with this deck. That's one thing that I don't tolerate. I don't tolerate losses with this deck, so I'll do whatever it takes to make sure that this deck basically wins every time. I almost don't lose until I go to like really, really huge events and all that good stuff. So what you're seeing here is the testing of the tech choice, the Goki Pull and the Killer Needle. So we're just gonna fast forward this a little bit. So right here, he doesn't do too much. Like I said, it's the deck I'm going against isn't doing much, so this isn't really the best example as to how many interruptions this deck can play through, especially when you're trying to hard go second. But I opened evenly anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. So what you're about to see is you're going to see some good stuff going. First off, he asks my Brilliant Fusion. Again, that's the first card I will always throw out just to eat an Ash, so everything else is safe, essentially. And so I go Foolish and I send that Goki Pull. Now, for those of you who don't know what Goki Pull does, it's one of those like new insect support cards that was talked about, that got revealed about a few months ago. but was never talked about ever again. But the reason why I'm giving this a look, and again, I'm not the one who came up with this tech and all this stuff. It's a good friend of mine. Now again, I haven't been a part of the Discord for a couple months either, so if any of them ended up talking about it, I'm sorry. I wasn't there, so don't think I'm stealing this, please. A guy got it from a very close friend of mine who likes to test around with stuff like this. So for those of you who don't know what this does, if it is sent to the graveyard in any way, you can add a level 4 insect from your deck to your hand. It has to be specifically level 4. Then, if you added a normal monster, you can special summon it. Then you can destroy one monster on the field with the attack greater than or equal to that special summon monster's attack. The whole thing is a hard once per turn, unfortunately. So, with that being said, the reason why I play Killer Needle and not something like Insect Knight is because the lower the attack, the better, the greater range of monsters you can destroy. Not only that, but Killer Needle is a wind, and you know, it's really good in tandem with cards like Tacky Tumborg if you open it, or Terror Top, which I plan to try and play again. I'll try and fit Spaceport. But anyway, we get the special summon, and we immediately link it to an M-Duck. And well, our opponent strikes it. So I'm like, alright, that's cool. So we normal summon the Guard Dragon, and yeah. Link Karibo is coming out. Guard Dragon is going to immediately banish to summon that Killer Needle right back out and make another M-Duck as if nothing ever happened. And, you know, we all know what happens from here. We just win the duel. And he notices what's going to happen, and he scoops it up. So, the reason why I like Goki Pull so much is because it not only puts another monster on the board as in a vanilla without normal summoning, but it also offers disruption. Not necessarily disruption, but it makes your opponent have to use all of their disruptions. Like, especially if Goki Pull is one of the first the first card that's hitting the grave, they might not even know you're playing World Chalice, and they may be foolish enough to let it go. And if they let it go, not only are you putting a vanilla on the board, but you're also, you know, blowing up a card and all that stuff. So some may notice this, some may not. They don't know if you're going to search a vanilla or not. They don't know. They may think you're searching an effect monster, and they might let that go. But surprise, surprise, I'm playing World Chalice. I search a vanilla, and if that goes, the rest goes. So, you know, it really, it can really do a lot. It really does a lot if they let it go. I do want to find more ways to put Goki Pull in the graveyard other than Foolish Barrel and Lee without normal summoning. I don't want to normal summon Goki Pull unless there's a way I can normal summon, like, let's say a monster and it summons like maybe a level 3 insect or something from the deck or something like that, then, or so a level 3 earth or something. I'll find it. Ooh, Mathematician sending Goki Pull to the graveyard. Alright, I'm getting ideas already. Look at that. We go ahead, that Ash Blossom gets dropped on the Shadow Mist. The reason why I even let the Mash Chain Search go is because I was at work and I wasn't paying attention, so I'm like, you know what, you can have it. You know, he doesn't even know I was playing Mech Knights. So that was that. So, you know, he played into that perfectly. I'm like, I'm getting double searches on this guy. We're good. We're golden. So here we go. Now he's going to Dark Law. He's going to rip a card out of my hand. And of course he's going to rip Crystron Rosenix. Sure, that is A-okay with me. Dark, you know, I decided to go Battleface Crash so I can drop this Red Moon. Banish my own Nightfall so I can blow up the Dark Law before I start a play. That's the whole reason I did all that, just so I can get his stuff off the board before I even start. So I go and normal summon the Lee, we search, and you know, you're going to see another great application of Goki Pull. We go Ruperticus, and we're going to use Lee's effect and send the Goki Pull to the graveyard, and we're going to add Lee to hand. And Goki Pull is going to search as our Killer Needle, we're going to special it, and then we're going to blow up the Solid Man all in one go. Go ahead, nuke it. There we go. And now we got our M-Duck laid out for us quite nicely. and we tribute summon our World Legacy World Chalice, and we go for Imduct to summon lead is on 3 is on 5, and we already know what happened. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little tidbit. You know, I like adding text that can be really, really good. Like I said, I just came up with Mathematician, send Goki Pull to the graveyard, you know, get a vanilla to the board. I just came up with that just now. So, but again, that eats your normal summon, and if you're under interruptions and all that stuff, and they just decide to disrupt the Mathematician in any way, you still lose. So I'm not sure about that, really. So, with that being said, I want to know you guys' thoughts down in the comments below regarding what do you think about, you know, this in general? What do you think about testing your deck's consistency? What do you think about the little, you know, technique I showed you? Some of you probably didn't even know that, but what do you guys think about it? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you guys very much for watching. This is J Money, and I am signing.